In a surprising turn of events in Formula One, Haas announced that Guenther Steiner has stepped down from his role as team principal after a decade in charge. And it's only 6 weeks before the new F1 season kicks off. What went wrong? And what next for Guenther Steiner? Let's find out. You might recognize Steiner from the Netflix series Drive to Survive. His honest and colourful way of talking has not only made him the face of Haas, but also a standout figure in the F1 world. Memes, team merchandise, and even F1's own language have all been influenced by Steiner's candid expressions. Steiner fought tooth and nail to not just keep the team going, but to make it consistently competitive, all while dealing with the smallest budget on the F1 grid. Haas F1 wasn't just a team to him, it was his baby, a project where he poured his heart and soul into defying the odds and making a mark in the fiercely competitive world of Formula One. Steiner has been through a lot in the wild world of Formula One. Imagine countless nights without sleep, loads of stress. But here's the thing, he's loved every bit of it deep down. It's what makes him jump out of bed every morning. Through all the craziness, he's done a bang-up job, tackling every problem that came his way. First, there were other teams getting annoyed, saying Steiner was using the rules cleverly by grabbing parts from Ferrari. Then, there was this whole drama, with a sponsor called Rich Energy and a big fight to keep the team going during the messy COVID-19 times. And let's not forget the breakup with Russian sponsor Uralkali and driver Nikita Mazepin. But Steiner's been a rock star through it all, keeping his cool and being a total joy to deal with. Seriously, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in the F1 world who wouldn't want to chat with the friendly Italian. That's a big deal on its own. This guy played a crucial role from the birth of the Haas F1 team, engaging in pivotal conversations with Haas, a co-owner of a NASCAR team. His influence was instrumental in securing approval for Haas's entry into F1, setting up the team and making strategic moves like signing experienced drivers and forming a close bond with the F1 powerhouse Ferrari. Haas survived for 8 seasons in F1, becoming a solid and steady team. That's a massive achievement. And guess who gets most of the credit? Yep, you got it, Steiner. But now, as they part ways, it's a bit of a sad day for everyone involved. While the sacking of Guenther Steiner may seem like a shocker to many, it isn't really surprising. Haas just had their second worst season ever, finishing dead last in the 2023 championship. That's 2 places worse than the year before, and it's hitting them in the wallet, costing around $20 million. For a team like Haas, that's a pretty big hit. So, while it's a bit of a bummer, the split seems like a result of Haas struggling to find its groove in the super competitive world of F1. As 2023 drew to a close, talks between Steiner and Haas revealed differing visions for the team's future. This ultimately led to a mutual decision to part ways, a decision reached shortly after the Christmas festivities. The disagreement centered around the team's potential in its current state. Steiner thought Haas needed a bit of a makeover, more investment to keep up with the ever-evolving F1 scene. He believed the team had outgrown its unique setup, relying heavily on Ferrari. On the flip side, Haas felt they had fallen short of expectations and didn't necessarily need a cash injection or fancy upgrades to do better. This difference in opinion caused some serious tension, and eventually it became too big to patch up. The official announcement of Steiner's departure dropped some hints, with Haas talking about the need for better efficiency and maximizing the team's potential. Steiner's successor, Komatsu, thinks they can get better results by reshaping what they already have. But before that, we know you wouldn't want to miss out on more exclusive content like this, so make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with all the latest in the world of Formula One. Let us move on. Now, here's where it gets interesting. It seems like Komatsu told Gene Haas exactly what he wanted to hear to snag Steiner's job. Classic F1 politics at play. But there's a bigger puzzle to solve. What does Gene Haas really want from his F1 team? Unlike other team owners, he's been cool with letting the team exist without going all in on investments or chasing after big victories. Money isn't a big deal for him, and he doesn't need the team to hit it big to boost his Haas Automation brand. Yet, in F1's cost cap era, where even the worst performing teams get a better slice of the prize money pie, Haas F1 seems content with a so-so existence. Steiner, with all his F1 wisdom, thought this was a team just floating along and needed a serious helping hand. He had saved the team from disaster and wanted that to be a stepping stone for bigger things. But it looks like Haas, for now, is saying, let's do more with what we have. If Steiner's right, Gene Haas might be missing the boat. Gene Haas has chosen to promote from within to fill the considerable void left by the departure of the long-standing team principal, Guenther Steiner, rather than opting for experienced hands from the market, including notable names like Otmar Safnauer, Mattia Binotto, and Jost Capito. Haas has turned to Ao Komatsu, the current director of engineering, to step into Steiner's shoes. Komatsu's journey with Haas dates back to its inception, making him a witness to the team's evolution from the very beginning. In his current role overseeing engineering trackside, Komatsu brings a wealth of experience, making him well-equipped to manage the team's operations throughout a race weekend. Recognizing the vast responsibilities that Steiner shouldered, Haas has taken a strategic step to recruit a chief operating officer. This move aims to delegate non-competition aspects of the business, such as HR, admin, finance, purchasing, marketing, and communications, allowing Komatsu to focus on his strengths and elevate the team's performance. With 2 decades of F1 experience under his belt, Komatsu boasts a diverse background. From his early days at BR Honda to a decade-long stint with Renault, and now nearing an equally significant period with Haas, he has done various hats, from tire washing to race strategy. This multifaceted exposure provides a balanced foundation for his new role. Stepping into the shoes of a team principal, especially at a smaller outfit like Haas, presents a monumental challenge. Haas lacks an extensive support structure, making the role even more demanding. Replacing a figure as iconic as Steiner adds another layer of complexity, considering his decade-long influence as the face of Haas. Steiner's popularity, both within and outside the sport, and his immense experience have set a high benchmark for his successor. Komatsu, having observed Steiner's qualities firsthand, now faces the daunting task of carrying forward the legacy that Steiner built over the last decade. As Ao Komatsu steps into the big shoes left by Guenther Steiner at Haas, there's a buzz of anticipation. The big question is whether Komatsu's leadership will bring a fresh start for the team. Can he make Haas more efficient, functional, and competitive? It's like trying to break through a barrier that Haas has been stuck against for a long time. We're talking about a team that has faced its fair share of struggles. So, if Komatsu runs into the same problems, all eyes will turn to one person, the boss, Gene Haas. It's a big deal because the boss sets the tone for the team. If things don't go well, it's his strategy and support that will be under the microscope. Now, here's the interesting part. If Haas does well under Komatsu, it could change the whole story of the team. It could be a new chapter, a break from the old struggles. But if things don't change, it makes us wonder, what does Gene Haas really want from his F1 team? Does he see it as a team that aims high and pushes its limits, or is he just happy with the team ticking along without making big waves? The upcoming F1 season is like a big test for Haas and Gene Haas himself. Can Komatsu steer the team in a new direction, or will the same old challenges stick around? Let us know in the comment section below. That will be all for today's video. Thanks for staying tuned. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can always watch more amazing videos like this. See you in the next video.